And we are live. Welcome back to the His Point Review podcast. I actually remember the name. Don't know how, but somehow I did. I'm one of your hosts, Mike, and this is our lovely co-host, Katina. Say hi to the people.
Hello.
All right. I
Mm.
first of all, how are you? Because I really want to avoid talking about this. I've spewed enough venom, but
You know what?
let's get pleasant stuff out the way first. How are you?
I'm great. We may see some little people come in my background because I have family here. So
Well, it's the day before Thanksgiving, so I'm not surprised.
it is. And my nephew will probably come in here and ask me how long I'm going to be on the computer because I've given him a username. So he's been in here most of the day.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I actually just got from work. That's why I'm still in the shirt and all of that.
And
I
I'm
got to
in
bake a
kid
cake.
mode. I just finished baking a cake. I made a lemon pound cake and a chocolate cake.
Yeah, I got to bake a chocolate cake for my sister because she gets on my nerves.
Mm.
Um, and then I got to cook a turkey.
My mom brought the turkey. She had our cousin deep fry it, and then
Oh,
she,
nice.
yeah. So we'll have deep fried turkey. We'll have a ham, a honey baked ham that she baked herself. We'll have hen. And guys, we're from the south, so we're definitely country. So we'll have neck bones and oxtails. Yeah, I think those are the only things. I don't eat oxtails. I don't, but
Yeah,
neck
I don't know
bones.
anybody in my family that eats oxtail. I know my sister wants me to
Oh
come by
man,
her ex-husband's sister's house. How that works. Um, but they want me to come over there. Of course, they're gonna have chitlins, which
I've not
I'm nah, not.
I've not had those in a while, but and I know that some people don't like them, but I do when they're cooked the right way and when the right person cooks them. I won't eat just anybody's because they. I know this sounds crazy, but they have to be cleaned really, really well in order for me to
No,
eat them.
see, my sister is the one that everybody gets to do the
Oh,
chitlin.
okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah. So, but yeah,
don't be going to Atlanta looking for some chitlins.
boy, if they're good,
Yeah, I don't. I wouldn't know because I don't eat the disgusting things. Y'all are some nasty people who eat those. I'm sorry.
no comment. I almost said something, but
No, go ahead.
I mean, but you
Because I
got
kind of know
people.
where you're gonna go, and you know I'm gonna say something back. So go
You
ahead.
got
I
people
dare
out
you.
here that's
I
part
dare you.
of the Eat the Booty gang. So,
Huh?
chitlins, really? Okay.
Well, I don't eat ass, so I would know.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Um, that sorry, any women watching this, if that was your thing, then don't come to me because I don't touch the asshole.
Mm-hmm. So you say,
I
why?
really. What do you mean? So you say? No.
Okay, before somebody freaks out and comments on it, why is third, your lower third covering your mouth?
Because my chair is lower than the camera. My camera's like high.
Oh,
Um, I should turn the lower third off because yeah.
I was going to say, you don't want to get high with us?
No, this is the my monitors. They're up on a. I have two monitors, and they're up on like a dual monitor stand that
I
sits
love
high
that.
on top of my desk. So that is why. That is why you could never see my mouth with the lower third. But I don't actually need the lower third to be quite honest. I
Um,
wish they let you move it.
oh, I do too.
That would
But then
be
it wouldn't be the
nice.
lower third.
Yeah, that would be nice. But anyway, we hope everybody has a good Thanksgiving. Eat lots of food.
Yes.
Enjoy it while you can, because it might be the last one you can afford in 4 years. 'Cause
Oh, well, damn.
God knows what's going to happen. You might want to save all your money and not think about splurging.
Save all your coins, people. Save all your coin.
It's funny because I work at a bank, and this old lady came in, and was checking all of these bonds, and her reason was she needs to make sure that she has some money stashed away just in case he fucks it up.
Oh wow.
So people are panicking. What are they panicking about? We haven't talked to you guys since before the election, so I'm sure you've been waiting to hear what we think
So
about
let's
the
jump
election.
into it.
We have a new president, and January 20th, the inauguration of President-elect Donald Trump. Say that with a straight face more than once. Yeah, he's the president, and he beat the shit out of Hillary, which was kind of hilarious in a way. It was
Well,
shocking. It was hilarious.
well, he won the electoral college. However,
Yeah,
she won the popular vote, and there are several high-ranking computer geeks, if you will, that are telling her to actually to dispute the results in 3 states, because they are saying that in those 3 states they use the electronic voting machines, and those machines may have been compromised or hacked.
let's see. I
So,
personally say just leave it alone.
well, here's my thought on it. If there's some validity to it, then it needs to be looked into. And not necessarily because I want her as my president, because it's not like we had the cream of the crop to even choose from in this cycle. But I want it to be fair. And to be honest, I don't think Trump thought it in the least bit that he was going to win. And so I think that it was a shocker to him that he won. But if there's a slight chance that something that he did not win this fair and square, then yeah, he definitely should not be our president. But he shouldn't be our president, in my opinion, even if he won fair and square. So, I mean, and then
At
I
this
have a
point,
special note to those people that did not vote, but we'll talk about that too.
I think her. See, and this goes back to what I've been saying all the time about Hillary Clinton, about being unlikable. And honestly, she is now going to go down in history as the worst fucking politician ever. Think about it. She's lost 2 presidential elections in the worst ways possible. She embarrassed herself when she went after Obama, and that helped vilify her even more. And she was already vilified before. She was vilified for things that her husband did.
But
She's
here's the
vilified for
crazy
her
thing.
husband cheating.
But
That
here's the
shows
crazy thing.
you gotta be the most unlikable person in the world when your husband gets his dick sucked in the Oval Office and you get blamed for it. Seriously.
Well, I don't know, but the crazy thing about all of it is that in the last election, I can't remember, but wasn't Donald Trump on Hillary's side attacking Obama?
Um, After he didn't say much during the election, but after he was the one with the whole, oh, we need to see his papers, he's illegal, blah 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 blah, and all that. I mean, you have to remember the quote is still out there from an interview he did where he said that he's always said that he likes Democrats and that he said if he ever ran for president, he wouldn't run as a Democrat. He would actually run as a Republican because he thinks they're stupid and they'll believe anything and go for whatever he would say and he would win.
And
So I mean, so
he proved
I
that.
wouldn't be surprised if he was backing her. I mean, fact of the matter is, she just, I would feel like the worst human being in the world, to be quite honest, because you didn't just lose, but you pretty much got your ass handed to you by an inexperienced person who
He is
ran.
inexperienced. He's a
I
misogynist.
mean,
He's a
inexperienced,
racist.
but
He's
yeah,
a dick. Man.
he ran on so many negative points. He riled up racist, sexist, stirred homophobia, religious division, and he won. You like you should be able to beat him easily. That type of candidate should have been a godsend to her.
But I
And
do think,
she's so fucking unliked, and that's the sad. I would say, like, while I don't feel bad for her losing, I feel bad at that about that we've vilified her so much in a lot of cases wrongfully because her political record is not as tainted as we like to want to say. She's done things that are lightweight to some people who have, hell, her husband is probably a more crooked person than she is. We love Bill Clinton, but we hate her.
oh yes,
We
baby,
hate the
everybody
fuck
loves
out of
Bill.
her. We hate her. And
But I
it's
do
just sad.
think that part of her issue, and I think I heard a couple of people say this, she was so sure that she was going to win that she only focused on a certain demographic, and she did not address, acknowledge, or court that demographic that he was acknowledging, courting, and
Well, yeah, that was one of the problems is when she came out with that deplorable thing, she pretty much told like a bunch of people that they weren't shit.
yep,
And even when you know you ain't shit, you don't want to be told you ain't shit. So you
that's
will
true.
react to that.
That's very true because I know a few men that ain't shit. They don't like to be reminded.
Yeah, and it's like they know it, they agree, but they don't want you telling them. So of course they're gonna buck because nah, you just said I wasn't shit. I don't like that. You know.
And I
So
think that a lot of people showed up to the polls to teach her a lesson.
well, I
Voting
think
for
that's
Donald
the
Trump.
second factor. Um, and I did a video on this about how liberalism versus conservatism, the whole party system thing has people fucked up because I've read articles where conservatives were saying this is teaching a lesson to liberals because they got too big for their britches, they were too cocky. I'm like, wait a minute. You mean to tell me that you're satisfied in having a man who is going to try to inter people because of their religion, who's going to try to deport people because of their race and because he believes that their race is full of criminals. Um, he has horrible views on African Americans, and the type of people that he's willing to bring into office are so extreme and so crazy that we might go into a police state. But that's cool because liberals got taught a lesson. The fuck type of logic is that? You willing to see this country possibly burn just so you can say, ha ha, that's what you get, liberals. I don't, this is why I hate the whole fucking party thing. And it drives me nuts because I see people on Twitter all the time talk shit like it's like, y'all do realize that you may possibly have put somebody who can lead this country into the worst time ever. But as long as liberals lost, that's all that matters. And I think that was a big thing too, because people was like they wanted to teach liberals a lesson, and then, of course you have the racial factor and the sexist factor. Because let's be honest, there's still a lot of people, including a lot of women, who voted for Trump, who
Yes,
don't believe that a woman could run a country. So
yes.
she had the perfect storm of negativity all flowing towards her, and like it's sad because again, I don't feel sorry for her because she's done some things and she's been accused of things that I think she's wrongfully been accused of, but she's had this aura of like just not being a likable person anyway, and she was way too sure. But at the same time, she fucking wrong place, wrong time. That sucks. That really, really sucks.
Well, yeah, and I don't know. Uh, I'll save that for later
What?
because you already know I'm about to go in on these people who did not vote. So
Well, no, let's talk about that because that is a key factor of it. People not voting. And these are going to be the people who are going to complain the most, who are going to be talking the most shit about anything when it goes wrong. And those are y'all are the people who probably need to be punched in the face, to be quite honest.
Well, here's my thing. So you decide that you're not going to vote because you're going to stay home and you're going to teach the world a lesson or teach Hillary a lesson. But in the end, we screwed ourselves. It's like cutting off the nose to spite your face is what we did essentially. Um, we decided that, hey, we're not going to vote. We're going to stay home and then we're going to teach Hillary a lesson, not knowing that staying home and not voting was essentially you voting for Trump because his people showed up and his people were voting. And even though he didn't win the popular vote, he still won the electoral college. And that is why we should really be kicking ourselves or yourselves in the ass because I voted. When I voted, it was so funny. It was like I think I told you previously that hey, I sent in my ballot and I'm good. But then I thought about it. Dang, I changed my address. I might need to see if I'm still registered to vote in the state of Arkansas. And I did, and I wasn't. So that meant that that ballot would not have been counted, and it wasn't. But when I looked to see where I was registered to vote, it was at my current residence. So that was the address. And where I vote is literally 3 minutes away from the house in a car. It might be a 7-minute walk. But I was like, oh my gosh, I have to go vote. I got off work late and came home, took my daughter to run an errand, and then I thought about it again. I looked it up and I went and voted. We don't have a reason not to vote. We have that right. And for those of you that chose to stay home, you had the right to stay home. You exercised that right. And in exercising that right, we are royally screwed.
Well,
because I don't think, and mind you, that I'm of the mind frame that we have, that the people have spoken. But my issue with that is that the people have spoken, but what we've spoken for is not what we got. Just like when Obama was elected president, he won both the popular vote and the electoral college. Both times. So when people were upset about that, yeah, I was like, the people have spoken. So let's just ride it out. My issue is that the people have spoken. However, your dumbness, your ignorance, your naivete, whatever you want to call it, against the electoral college is what screwed us. Because some people are like, oh, well, hey, I did my part. I voted for her. You did, but then also y'all forgot this electoral college over here. So we voted her in. The people voted her in. The electoral college didn't. And now you hear people and memes going around that says, hey, the electoral college can change their vote. They can change their vote next month when they go to wherever and they officially place their ballot. But what people don't realize is that even though they can change their vote, it has to be approved. They don't get to just change it willy-nilly. So we're still screwed because y'all stayed home and let him get those key states. And that's my issue. You stayed home, he got the key states, and even though everywhere else voted her in, we're still screwed. So,
well, the funny thing is, he didn't just get key states. He got some states that are traditionally blue, 3 in particular.
Yep. Yes,
which was a shock. I kind of had a feeling that it was done once he got Ohio.
Oh yeah.
When I saw Ohio, I was like, oh shit. And then he got North Carolina, which surprised me. I know North Carolina is fucked up as it can be with that governor that they have. They lean blue more than not.
They do.
It's close, but they lean blue. And then Pennsylvania, when all of a sudden he jumped in ahead of that, I was like, wait, Pennsylvania? Like what? So it was very interesting. But see, my thing about people who don't vote is, and this is why I say you need to be punched in the face, because you're so caught up in I don't like Hillary, I don't like Trump, so I'm not going to vote. So you stay home, right? So you stayed home, and we watched the Republicans gain a huge advantage over the House of Representatives. They pretty much have a 2-1 advantage to where anything they want done
It's done.
is done.
Yep.
Now, I wouldn't have a problem if we didn't have the people in charge of the Republican Party that we have now. Yep. We have some real nut jobs in charge of the Republicans. Same thing with the Senate. You got, Ryan, McConnell. No, y'all just gave them the keys to do what the fuck they want because you stayed home and you didn't vote. A bunch of governors got picked. Governors got picked up in states where
Yep.
people probably will be upset because a lot of those governors' politics are suspect. So congratulations, your ass stayed home, and you'll probably be sitting at home in a state where you hate the government policies that are coming from your state legislature. But hey, you ain't want to vote because you needed to teach people a lesson. The fuck. Think about all the
You know what it reminded me
referendums.
of?
Huh?
It reminded me of what was the last big thing where their dumbasses voted it in, but they really didn't want it?
Oh, the Republicans.
No. It was overseas.
Oh, Brexit. Yeah, it is. It's Brexit all over again.
Yes. Oh,
It is Brexit all over.
no. We didn't mean to do that. We want a do-over.
Yeah, it's Brexit. It's a Brexit type thing.
Yes.
And people are not gonna realize until it's being felt. But you let a lot of stuff on the table, and not just the presidency. And you're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel it. Like somebody at work just told me he read an article that the new governor of Indiana has already proposed legislature to cut unemployment. I think in half or something like that.
Wow.
Or less than it. Now, Indiana is a pretty predominantly white state, I think, and I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of people who probably voted for Trump or on unemployment or welfare that's not going to be happy about that, but they didn't think about that, did they? But see, that's the type of stuff that happens. You get what you got now. Obama just tried to pass legislation to make sure that more people will be available to get unemployment, no matter how much they make. That's just blocked. You can't do it because they run shit. Blocked it. But if you kind of voted in people in Congress, again, not focusing on the presidency, but think about the type of people you got who are representing your district in Congress who would vote against some shit like that. This is because you don't vote. And their people do. All that shit. So you complain about, you can try to blame it on Obama. Nope. It's not his fault. Because you don't vote. You don't fucking vote. And you want to say you care because you want to complain about everything, but you really don't give a shit because you don't do anything to try to change anything. So good job on you. Thank you. We appreciate you. Yeah.
Would you like to join our show? Clearly. Because it's interesting. That's money. Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because we are royally fucked.
Yeah.
We are.
Well, I'm going to try to be as hopeful as possible.
Bullshit.
Look, like I said, it's done. He's in.
Mind you, that I do wish him the best. I hope that he was just running a damn scam like Trump University to get in.
And I mean, he's rolled back a lot of his stuff. He said that he wasn't going to go after her. He didn't want to take Obamacare completely apart.
Right.
There's a few other things he said. So,
but
although I will say
this, are just crumbling down. But then now we have the other issue. And that's that
Uh,
Fool that he just appointed chief of staff.
yeah. See, and this is where he were. And see, again, this is where I tell people, it's not him that I'm worried about. It's the type of people that he's thinking about bringing in. Because let's
Yeah.
be honest, he doesn't know what he's doing.
Hmm.
He's never held an elected office, and he's never had to make the amount of decisions, the amount of important decisions that he's going to have to make right now.
That bright
Wheeling and dealing for some hotel or some golf course is totally different
a
than dealing
casino.
with the shit that you have to do with president.
But that Breitbart guy, he scares me. Like,
Oh no, he's a lunatic.
yeah,
And then you got his son-in-law who he's possibly going to have for what was it, national security or homeland security, one
why?
of those two. And he got you saw them with the picture of him with his proposal to bring back some Muslim internment or registration program.
Yep,
So, by the way, his son, pretty interesting story. So you know how Trump likes to fuck with Chris Christie?
yep.
Well, I was listening to this political podcast called Look Forward. I'll try to remember to put the link in the description. You guys should listen to it. It's really funny. It's really good. And they were talking about the history of Trump's son-in-law and Chris Christie. So one of the things that got Chris Christie to where he's at is that there was a businessman, or I forget if he was a businessman or politician, but he did some really, really crooked shit, and Chris Christie busted him on it, took him down, sent him to jail. Um, and that pretty much put him at the like top of the list, and he became governor of New Jersey for him making that case. Guess who the guy who was the crooked dude in that case?
The son-in-law.
The son-in-law's father.
Get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
So it makes sense why he likes to diss the fuck out of Chris Christie.
Yes, it does. It
So
does, because you sent my dad to jail. So
yeah. I mean, we're already seeing that whole possibility, like he said. He's going to appoint people who are loyal to him, and he's going to not deal with people who weren't and all that. Kind of seeing that whole, he's using loyalties to settle scores and shit like that. That's my biggest fear, is that he's going to do stuff like that.
we're
He's
talking
going to
about
bring
Donald
other
Trump.
people who are going to want to settle scores and who are going to want to
Yep.
like have their own personal agendas and
Yep.
all, and it's, oh my god. But he has a little time to smarten up. Um Again, like you said, I don't wish him bad, because if he fucks up, we're fucked up.
Well,
So
we're
nobody, please, for the love of God, be sitting there praying that this man fucks up, because what he does is going to reflect on us, and it's going to hurt us. So please, at least pray that he does well. Wish him well. I beg you, because he needs to do well, or else we're fucked. We are fucked.
well. What's going to happen is he's going to do something that's so outrageously stupid. They're going to impeach his ass. Then they're going to make Pence our president, and they can control Pence. So they're not going to have
That's
shit to
what
worry
I was
about.
thinking too. I was thinking that he's going to either want to quit, because he's already showing that he really doesn't want to job. The whole, I need my wife to stay in Trump Towers, and I'm going to spend a lot of time in Trump Towers thing. No, you're the president.
What president does that? You know what? Fuck what y'all talking about. I'm just gonna stay in Texas at the house. I'm gonna rule the country from my house.
It's going to cost the state of New York a lot of money to pay for security.
I think it's like $1 million or $2 million a day is
Right.
what they last reported. And
Yeah.
so they were going to find out if the government was going to reimburse them, which of course the government will, because guess what? It's protecting the president's family. But then also on top of that, if her ass stays in Trump Towers, then the Secret Service got to stay in Trump Towers, and who gets that fucking money? Trump.
Yeah.
You can't beat that.
Yeah. Oh, he says he's taking $1 a year for salary, and I'm like,
He's
that's a
only
cute
taking $1 a
idea.
year for salary because he's getting all this fucking money in the government everywhere else.
Well, and see, that's the thing. It's like, okay, cool. He's not taking a yearly salary. Cool. What he's not telling you is that now that he's been elected president, we take care of him for the rest of his life when he leaves office. A lot of y'all don't know that.
Yep.
Our taxes pay for the president. I forget how much it is. I want to say what I last heard, it was around 200,000, but it may not be that much. I'm hoping it's not. But a yearly, they get a yearly like salary out of our taxes, and they still get access to the Secret Service. So we're still paying government agency to protect the non. He gets a lot of benefits now.
And not that I want him dead or anything, but he's not worth my tax dollars. I mean, I know that I don't have a choice because unlike him, I'm not smart enough to not pay taxes. So therefore I do pay taxes. And my little coins, the little bit I got, can't really pay for much. But the fact that he makes millions and isn't paying taxes, and then there's so many hardworking poor people that are paying taxes, give me a fucking break, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's your president, as you know, people who don't like Obama say. He's not my president, he's your president. Well, whether you like him being your president, my president, or whatever, those taxes don't care. They're still gonna say, run me my money.
Yeah. And it'll be interesting to see what his financial plan. I've been reading, like, a lot of financial people think it's going to be a disaster.
Yeah.
It is fucking some scary ass shit. God damn it.
I bet you 401ks are just going.
Oh, man, could you imagine if that dips again?
Your 401k ain't worth shit right about now.
Yeah. Shit. It is way too much shit. Oh my god. Yeah. See, that's what again, people always think about fighting between Republicans and Democrats or ideology and all this. Like, it's a lot more going on than just that. And
yeah. But what people fail to realize is what they did was they voted in Trump, but then they also voted in his madman friends. They also voted in that Breitbart food. They also voted in whatever foreign policy that he screws up, and he's going to screw up the foreign policy, people. Russia already talking about they want to be our friends. They want to improve the relations with. No, they don't. No, they don't. That's not what they want. What they want is exactly what they have. They have a president that has no experience, doesn't know anything, and is essentially going to rely on Google to run the country. That's essentially what's going to go down.
Drawn from all these different trade things, it's like you can't just do no.
Just impeach him, damn it, and just call it a day. And impeach him. Let him take office. Give him a good 7 to 10 business days in office, and let him do something to just be impeached. I would prefer Pence.
You just reminded me to look up something. Is it William Harrison or was it the other one who had the shortest
presidency?
Yeah, it was William Harrison. It's from March 4th to April 4th. How many days is that?
30. You better stop.
So, counting election, I think it was something, they said it was something like 50 something days.
Now see,
because that's the shortest presidency ever.
I could see Trump being shorter than that. And
so, I do not understand. So over under, you say under the month after he's inaugurated?
I mean, I'm sure he's gonna walk on eggshells for a while, for maybe a week or two.
I think he's gonna beat Harris. He's not gonna be the shortest. He might end up being one of the shortest. But he ain't not because the Harrison thing was a fluke. That man stood out in the rain and got pneumonia and died.
Oh,
So
yeah. Yeah.
he shouldn't have stood out in the rain and gave his inauguration speech. He was kind of an idiot.
I think Trump should go
But
out there
Trump
in
is
the rain.
kind of dumb too to a lot of people. So,
Trump can go do his in the rain.
well, you gotta think it's on January 20th.
I say rain, snow,
We've pretty
sleet.
much been getting good snowfall at that time. Um, it'll be pretty cold. He may get out the car, so
Right. Well, not saying that I want him dead, but I am saying that I don't want him as my president. So, what else we got? Because I'm sick of talking about this bald-headed, 2 strands over sucker.
Okay. All right, we're done with that.
Well,
Next, what else is there really talk? Well,
yeah.
I mean, there's plenty of stuff that's been in the aftermath. We had all these protests, some which were kind of cool, like around here. We had the 2 high schools that did the protests, which I thought was cool of the kids to be that.
Speaking of that, how about this? So I'm from the great state of Arkansas. Haha. But the Lady Razorbacks actually protested, and there were idiots talking about take their funding, do this, do that. We don't want them around. We don't want them to be protesting in their own scholarship, this, that, and the. They don't get government money. Like they're not funded by your donations. They're not funded by what everybody was trying to even fight about. I'm like, y'all are such idiots. And there was my Facebook friend. He actually did a GoFundMe to put, I think it was like 1,300 people in the place. And it was successful. I mean, I think they got enough to buy the tickets. Just some people were just buying them and not going, but still showing that, hey, we can sell it out. So yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's gonna, like I said, it's gonna be an interesting 4 years. And I hate the fact that when people make like gestures like the Hamilton cast,
man,
it's like they made a very nice appeal to the vice president. What happened? The president gets on Twitter. That's what bothers me the most about him. Why are you on Twitter having Twitter wars?
But why the hell are you talking about harassment when all they did was speak their minds and their rights? So
you having Twitter wars with people. That's wrong. And did you hear about what he did with the press?
What?
He held a meeting with all the top of officials of all the different major press venues, and he blasted them.
He's an idiot. He's an idiot.
Yeah, he blasted them. He told them that they should have realized like how popular he was, and they shouldn't have said the things that they said about him and all of that. He pretty much just like read them the riot act. And of course, the Breitbart dude, I forget his name, he celebrated that in his paper, talking about Trump sets the media straight and all that. Like, you don't do that. So now you pretty much not only have taken your power and misused it by bringing the press in to do what you said people were doing to Pence, berate and harass them. But now you've made them hate you even more.
Right. Okay, wait a minute. For those of you that are watching our show and not listening on the podcast, this is my great niece. Say hi, Kojo.
Hi.
Hi.
Not all the people out in the world watching.
Yeah. Say hi.
Hi.
Hi. So that's why we're a little bit distracted. I got family here, so it probably wasn't the best day to do it, but
it's fine because it's Thanksgiving. That gives us more pleasant stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
This election stuff, all the drama. It's
but
sad.
This is my great niece. Spell your name, Chloe.
Khloe.
Yes. So this is my brother's grandbaby. So, or this is one of them. The other one was the high pitched scream, streak, whatever you call it, that you guys heard earlier. So, but this is TT's love bug right here, and I've been on cloud 39 because she actually learned my name today. So instead of just calling me TT, she actually called me by my name. So beautiful.
Oh, that's an accomplishment.
Yeah, I was
Oh
geeked
man,
up.
tomorrow. What am I doing? I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm not in the holiday mood this year.
Well, I say get in the mood. We all have something to be thankful for. And whether that's family, friends, I mean, just having the ability to pop our eyes open. Um, I'm definitely thankful for a lot of things. This year has been a trying year for me. So things are starting to turn around. So I'm definitely thankful.
Yeah, I mean, things have been crazy for me too, but it's another year that I'm getting older too. That's another topic I want to talk
Your
about. Getting
birthday is
old.
coming up.
Yes, yes. My birthday is in 6 days. Ooh, I'm old, y'all.
Birthday coming up.
Yes, he has a birthday coming up.
Yes, I'm gonna be old,
Whatever.
very old.
I told
41.
that's not old, dude.
Nah, I'm not upset about getting. I don't know. But I always get
Old
kind of
is
depressed
like
around my birthday.
you're not old, you're blessed.
You know, people say that, and then the older you get, the more complications. Like my knee aching when it gets cold. That's not a blessing. Taking extra time to get up out of bed every morning. That's not an extra blessing.
Right.
It's not.
She got
Then my birthday's on a Tuesday, so I can't do anything. Even though I
On
probably want to just sleep
a
anyway, because
Tuesday.
yeah, well, no, we're not getting turned up on Tuesday.
Okay.
Um, if I got turned up on a Tuesday, I wouldn't turn up to work on a Wednesday. So that wouldn't be a good thing. That would not be a good thing at all. Oh, really quick, one last thing about the whole Trump phenomenon.
Oh, here we go.
And
What
then we'll
up?
go back to talking about Thanksgiving and all of that. No, the what do they call themselves? The anti-right,
The alt right,
alt-right, yeah, whatever.
the racist.
Because it's kids, I'm not gonna curse. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
nice, but yeah, basically, it's a neo-Nazi type fashion group. They're fascists,
very much
and they
so.
held a dinner in Washington D.C. at one of the better restaurants in Washington D.C. too. You ever heard of Maggiano's? It's a really, really good Italian restaurant
It's good.
that hosted them, and they apologized for hosting them because they didn't really realize that they should like it would be the way it was. I mean, I understand why they hosted it because they're paying you. You know, anybody could book a restaurant, but they
And
didn't expect
then,
them to like
they did come out and say that they didn't know that that was the group that was going to be there.
right.
So, I mean, I understand that. But man, once they seen it, they have the right to deny service to anybody. So they could have easily just denied services. So I don't necessarily believe that. Once they start doing that old Hitler shit and
Well,
man,
they did it at the end.
that put them out right then and there. We should have seen them doing that and people saying, you know what, I'm sorry, this is not tolerated. Let's just go ahead and remove that.
I don't know. Then I got your money, and
I
I'm
mean,
glad I got your money. And
but get out.
I'm hoping, I'm hoping that somebody's spitting the food during the whole thing. But
That would have been great. But
yeah,
I don't
that was
condone
weird that they
that.
did the
That's just
whole
uncouth.
Emperor Trump thing.
Yeah.
That's creepy. That is very, very creepy.
Yeah.
I don't, I don't get it. I really don't get it. We live in a very, very weird world right now. That stuff is extra public. I hate it,
Yep.
but at the same time, I like it. The reason why I like it is because it's being covered, it's being talked about, and a lot of people are being exposed to what they truly are. Like the guy who owned the company, who told point blank, like, if you guys believe in the things that Trump ran on, I'm gonna fire you because I won't tolerate those types of views in my workspace. Um, you know, stuff like that. People
Right.
are pushing back at all of this racism, sexism, homophobia, all that. So it's funny because it seems horrible, but in a way, Trump's election might do some good for this country because it'll bring out the best in some people, and those who it brings the worst out of will put them in a position where they're not going to last long. Hopefully, so I don't know. I have no idea. But I guess we got that out of our systems now.
Yep.
So, is there anything else that you had on your mind?
No, just that foolishness and fuckery. So
Yeah, this is gonna be a short show because, like, she has family. I have to cook. I haven't even gotten out my work clothes. And then I'll probably be streaming online on my gaming channel later.
and I mean,
So
we'll definitely do a post Thanksgiving show because I'm gonna watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade tomorrow, and I want to talk about it because I love that thing.
you watch those
Yeah,
still? I can't remember the last time I sat and watched those.
it is so funny because Chantel remembers sitting, me cooking on Thanksgiving morning and sitting and watching the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Like that is a tradition in our house. And to be honest, it didn't even start off as a tradition because I would watch it, but I wasn't really into it. And when I wanted them to watch it, I just wanted them to experience it. And they fell in love with it. So every year, that's what goes on. So yeah.
So everybody's gonna sit there and wait for Santa to show up at the end.
I don't wait for Santa. I like to see the different balloons.
Yeah, the balloons is the thing I like the most.
Yeah, I like seeing the balloons, and then I also like seeing the balloons, and then the little New York City line with the ladies with the little high skip kickers, or
Radio City Music Hall people.
yeah, I like to see those.
But it's funny. I don't really care for the Thanksgiving parades as much as I do the New Year's Day parade.
I like that one better too.
I like the rose
know what?
Rose Bowl parade.
While I'm sitting here, I want to know when it's Christmas Charlie Brown coming on.
I know. I haven't. You just reminded me. It's Garfield on. Garfield. Thanksgiving.
I don't know.
And Charlie Brown. The Great Pumpkin and all that.
Yes.
Oh my God! I used to love. I have those on DVD somewhere. Now I gotta find them. Shit.
Oh, it comes on Thursday, December 1st.
Okay, so gonna have to watch Charlie Brown Christmas.
Yep.
But I need to. Did they do a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving?
Yep. It's on right now. Just came on.
Okay, so yeah, we gonna have to cut this. So
Yeah, bye, because it's on now.
to see my goddamn Thanksgiving stuff. But
Yeah.
we'll
Love
talk
y'all.
more because I want to, of course, talk about what happens on my birthday. By the way, I have to relay a story to you that's fucked up, but I can't do it on camera.
Okay. Cool.
So we got that, and there's some other stuff that's been going on in the world, but just wanted to do a quick holiday show. Thank you, everybody who's been watching. We vented on the election, so hopefully things will calm down politically, and we won't have to be so mad. I sincerely doubt that with who we have in office.
We're going to speak it into existence. 2017 is going to be an amazing year for us both, personally, professionally, all the way around. our lives will be blessed. We will be blessed. And even though maybe our candidates did not win in the election, that does not mean
A candidate didn't even run.
but that does not mean that we won't see the change that we want to see. So we're going to pray on that and we're going to leave it right there. We're going to speak that into existence.
Okay. Good. Either that or I'll just be drinking a lot more alcohol. So,
oh, geez.
Either way, it'll be an enjoyable 2017.
Yes, it will.
But anyway, thank you again. We appreciate you guys for watching. As always, once the show is uploaded on YouTube, you'll get the audio version if you prefer that.
We're live.
Stitcher, Google Play Music, iTunes, and SoundCloud. The links will be in the description.
Wait.
Links to Patreon and all of that stuff is in the description.
Wait.
Our Twitter handles
Right.
are in the description as well. I'm at Black Vegas. Katina's at Poetic Thinking, but it'll be all in the description. So you guys, if you want to follow us, you can email us at wiseguygse@gmail.com. You can also tweet us at wiseguygse. So
yeah. And Mike.
Yes.
I think we're live.
Yeah, we are. You didn't see my message?
No.
I forgot to turn it off for public. So yes, we've done our first live show and she didn't even know it, y'all.
What? Oh my goodness.
It's fine. See, it's no different.
It's way different. Oh my goodness. I definitely. Oh wow. Okay.
Like you didn't dig up your nose, or you didn't like have some crazy.
I mean, my opinions are still the same, but like my phone just went out and grabbed mail, and then it goes, "His point, her view, live now," and I'm thinking, no, we're not.
I sent you that message. You didn't check the chat on the toolbar.
No.
And she ran away. So anyway, that signifies the end of the show. So thank you again for hanging out, and we will see you next time. Oh, you came back. I thought you ran away.
No, I just wanted you to think I did. No, I'm good.
I was like, she ran away. You punk. Whatever. We probably do more live shows in the future. I think for the last show of the year, it should be live.
Okay, cool.
It should definitely be live. And if we ever do another Q&A, maybe we'll do that one live as well.
Well, then you would be the one doing all the talking because ain't nobody sending in no questions for me.
It's fine. Tell all your female friends they want to live harass me. Feel free.
Cool. Well, all right.
All right. We're out of here, everybody. Enjoy your Thanksgiving. Hope you guys have a good dinner. Eat lots of food. Stop worrying about eating too much. It's fucking holiday. Just have fun. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your friends. Be merry and all that good stuff. All right. So say goodbye to the people, Katina.
Goodbye, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving.
All right, everybody. We'll see you next time on His Point, Her View.
Her View.
Later.